Yeah, we Gucci.
You guys hear everything already?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh.
What you mean by the president? Presidential candidate Andrew Yang has gave out $1,000 per month to U.S. citizens.
That's what if he became president, that's what he plans on doing. He plans on just handing out $1,000. He disagreed with that.
Well, I only can hear
Andrew
really
Yang.
in one ear.
I disagree
More
with
so
that.
than the other. This ear is okay.
Might be something with the headphones.
That's what the cord is not just grabbing on a pair of headphones.
Oh, you got some yak? I didn't even stop. I just came back from a young game. Had a flag football game.
Check.
You got some
Yeah, my left ear is the
sweats.
Okay.
How you pronounce
just
that
add
shit?
it for a second.
Savetka? How you pronounce that shit?
I don't know.
It's
Can we just
Svetka.
switch headphones?
What's
can't
up,
put
Becca?
it.
Yeah,
It's
look
some
at
shit-
Make it easier.
I think it's
I
called.
just put them on right.
Yeah, you got it over there.
I think a little sip.
Svetka. Yeah, I got
What is it? Is it like, is it
It's
rum?
like a, no,
Vodka?
That's the sophomore college, yo.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Henny.
Alright, it's better.
Brown.
Better?
I ain't had clear in a minute either though. That's the crazy thing.
You guys good to go?
Yeah, we about to give me like 2 minutes.
2 minutes? All right.
Ain't even think about
What
that.
you mean
So
by
what's going
Andrew
on?
Yang doing?
Do y'all basically? That's his goal. His goal is he plans to give out if he wins president. If he becomes president, he plans to hand out $1,000. Like basically like everybody in the United States. But he didn't really say like for what, what's the reason behind him giving it. But that's just saying like I guess that's like he's trying to butter us up. Or but what you say?
I mean, it's the same old two-step. I mean, I feel like you can't give people anything for free because people won't appreciate the value of it. Period. Now, if you're going to give people reparations, say that.
Right.
And then that can end all slavery.
That's the problem. He didn't say nothing like what was his reason behind it. He just was like,
oh, we was going.
we gotta listen to the whole episode. I listened to the whole episode, but that was like one of the headlines of the episode.
Bro, as soon as he started talking that shit, I watched him.
Yeah.
Because he was an entrepreneur, he was talking business and this, that, and the third. So I like watching him. And then once his views started going on that socialism side, I don't believe in that.
No, we
I believe you need forms of that, but
What you mean by the sipping?
So you don't
ain't see
You don't like-
you ain't see this,
you wouldn't
videos
vote
when the
for Barry
niggas
Sanders,
fucking,
basically.
butt ass naked humping the girls and shit.
That's real.
Oh, you gonna
because I
explain
feel like
that?
Alright,
Alright, wait, just
I feel
explain
like
that when it come on. I could just chime in.
throughout empires,
And
even
if
the
you
greatest
wanna
empire
wait
that
back
moved the walk that
2019,
on. You get what I'm saying? I felt like
You might not even touch that. For
anybody
No,
that had
I
any
got
type
some
of
jobs.
communism,
Hold on.
socialism, government assistance, whatever, if it wasn't no capitalism for that person to make his
You
own
might not
money,
touch the
The
technology.
Amazon
Yeah,
lady
bad.
getting $35 billion.
I'm in favor of
Oh yeah,
capitalism.
his wife, Jeff Bezos'
you
wife.
have to
Yeah,
have
I heard about
capitalism. Capitalism is
I'm gonna have to
everything.
look that up.
Capitalism is our way
that.
to
No, I
wealth.
kind of know some of
That's
them.
how I
Basically,
look
was
at it.
cheating. He got caught cheating.
Because you're
and
not
she
gonna
filed
get
for
it on
divorce,
a-
and she get half.
And employee side.
And she going
You're not gonna get it from an earned income side.
cheating.
Unless
36
you-
billion, bro.
You know.
Just cash now. These bitches. I can't wait to touch on that, Joe. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, we pretty much good. You run over everything and all that.
No, I saw what I was talking about.
But yeah, it's pretty much, bro. It's just convo.
Yeah.
It's gonna flow. You start off. You gonna start
You
off.
can start it off without question. I started off.
You gonna start off with Nip, and then we're gonna jump right into the Cardi B situation, and then after that, we can talk about that my white privilege hashtag. You familiarize yourself with that a little bit, though, right?
Yeah, I read like some of the tweets and stuff.
Because that conversation is going to introduce the ones where I say that's the question I got. I said both of you guys have dealt with white women. Do y'all believe the white privilege is a real thing? And then it's going to talk about the difference y'all notice between black culture and white culture. Then right after that, we're going to start jumping into the Trump, into the Andrew Yang and all that. Like trying to make sure everything just flow.
See, I wouldn't lie. Like I didn't question. I would like say the question in a different way. Just
Which way?
say it in a way where it's not like white, like dealing with white and black women. Like they're just make it
Culture. This is the culture. Yeah, it's not just for it's just the culture.
Yeah, just saying culture. It is. It's of
Well,
course.
listen, I'm trying. We try to be as problematic as possible, bro.
No.
That's gonna get the views, but it's like, listen, I
Say
work,
that.
the way I work when I work, bro. I don't be having time to reply to all the mentions and all that because I can't be on my phone. So I need something to chill.
It's definitely what I like for that conversation. Even like before we started, but it's a little difference. It's a difference in a way of of caring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? White people take care of you forever.
Oh, you mean like the difference between dating a
White-
white girl and a
no,
white girl?
just the culture difference.
The culture
between
difference.
white
The
and
cultural
black.
difference as well.
It's way, of course.
Both of y'all got white girls. That's
You know
why I
what
was
I'm
like, I
saying?
mean,
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
Because they raised different.
Of course,
They raised
but they raised in a, we raised in a savage way. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you gotta also realize not every black guy, like a black guy who's grew up like in the country is not gonna have the same mentality as a city dude.
I grew up- absolutely.
You know, so it also is a product of the environment in some way.
Very true. Like the boy Lil Nas, he really about to get a
He really got a country song.
country song.
That showing ass
Oh,
though.
boy.
This black boy, he got Billy Ray Cyrus on that joint. He got a whole country
He
song.
made a country rap
It's like
song.
a country trap song.
He got
Like,
trap beats on the he did
like,
his country type
I
of
got
vibe, like
horses in
rhythm to
the
it.
bag. He's like my trailer mad at black. It's like that, bro. Real rap. I mean, it was crazy, yo. It is the number one song in the country right there.
That joint
bro.
ass though.
No, that joint high, bro.
That joint ass.
Dog, Feast co-sign Young Thug. I mean, Fats co-sign Young
And
Thug.
I told
Oh,
y'all,
no, you
Thug is the
discredited.
problem.
Hey, bro,
Then I put everybody on
bro.
him. I put everybody on Thug. Niggas was not
Yo,
trying to
bro.
hear me.
I'm still not a fan. So what
Yo,
are you talking
The
about?
world is a fan, though. The world is a fan.
The world
of
is
it.
manipulated, dog. That shit is
Post
ridiculous.
Malone is fucking selling. Like anybody.
Post
Like,
Malone,
they don't see
hot.
how niggas don't see how they changing the world, bro. Niggas don't
Right,
see what agenda is being pushed.
Yeah, get in your bag.
Man.
Slightly about to get this
Man.
content off. He about to get
Men,
his bag.
women, period. No due process.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck if you telling me, man, you run a train on bitch. 20 years ago, we get rich. This bitch can just say, we raped her, regardless, not to discredit the women that
Right,
really
right,
had
right.
that happen, but that can be reality.
Yeah, and we can go to jail for it.
Period. Fuck jail. They just going out. You can't even regular. Once it hit the gram or social media, you're done.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
prosecuted.
You're done. You're guilty
by
in court.
popular
You're
opinion.
prosecuted.
It's
You're
called
done.
guilty by popular
You're
opinion.
done.
That's what that is. You ready, bro?
Hold on, my man about to. Yo, I think he out here. I didn't even think he was coming. Yo.
He chiming in, or he just coming
No,
to
he
chill?
he was just coming to chill.
Let's see, he can pull his seat back and chill, chair.
I'm gonna see if he made it here. I didn't think he was coming. How much you pay at the hour? Like after like a couple minutes. What you charge?
It's 40. It's 80 hour.
So yo, where you at? I'm in here. Where you at? All right. Well, once we start recording, bro, I ain't gonna be able to get up. The guy might be able, like, you'll be able to do it for me. Okay.
It's unlocked.
All right, bet. Just
Tell
walk
me,
in.
tell me to come to the door that say wildfire on it.
Come in the door that say
11:20 outside.
11:20 on the door. You want to see my car?
Yo, why y'all not on Spotify? Yo?
You gotta have a partnership with them.
Okay.
They like whoever on
That's what I'm
Spotify,
subscribed
they
to.
got like a contract with them motherfuckers. Like they pay them. Like
I'm gonna put this right on the camera. Must read. The world needs to
you
see.
ready, bro?
God damn, yeah, I'm just reading this.
With the hashtag.
No, the 35 billion Amazon.
Oh,
Bro.
Jeff Bezos.
He the richest
Oh, his
boy.
wife.
Yeah,
He the
he
richest
the
man in
richest
America
boy,
until his
bro.
wife.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
And his wife gonna get like
I work for
35
this
billion.
motherfucker. I can't get no raise. This motherfucker crazy.
Cause he going through a divorce.
This motherfucker.
I gotta give her 39 billion.
35.
Can't get a $4 raise, man. You worth all this money.
That's
That's a
anything.
bad joke.
So I'd have been divorced that nigga if I was her.
No, he only got
You
divorced.
gotta have reason.
I know.
He got caught cheating.
Yeah.
Well, like an actress.
That's legitimate reason, too.
It was his best friend's like wife, but she was like an actress or some shit like that.
Yeah, and her boyfriend was like a special agent or some shit like that. So he was on some. Her boyfriend is the one that ratted and broke the whole thing down. Like he went through a phone and found out through that special agent shit and figured
He
out.
got cut.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about not years ago, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Alright, we ready.
You gonna start with the nipple? All right, cool.
7, I get 30
Yeah.
billion.
I got the
Well, we gonna just flow. We had a good time. We already got the topics. This shit go.
You gotta wait for the
Is he
intro to
recording? He recording?
Yeah.
We gotta wait for the intro to kick in and all
Yeah,
that?
the intro gonna come in as soon as the intro
All
join.
right, then. We start the conversation.
Yup, we'll do our intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we back.
Politicking as usual. Fast 215.
Cheer, this your boy Buck Cheer.
Episode 64.
I don't know, one of them
64, 65. But 65. Rick just
Yo, he messing up. No,
Shout out
you
to
can't
Rick.
go live
Shout out
talking
to
about
Rick.
some 64.
Listen.
Like, you, come on, you messing us up, man.
Episode 65. We back in the booth. Sorry for the wait last week. We was going through things and we like to call
Load
it
management.
Load management. You know what I mean? So we took a week off.
Took it for the Sixers, you know, it be type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Had to get the
management.
mind right, had to get the body right, but you know, we back here, you know, with another dope episode. And we got some special guests in the building with us today. We got a first time guest and we got a returning guest, so we're gonna start with the new guy. Introduce yourself, let the people know who you are, what you about.
What's up? My name's Scott. Niggas call me Samahd. Regular shit. Chilling, driving trucks, you know. That's what I do.
Say, get that buddy.
Driving trucks, and I'm well educated in a lot of weird forms.
They say the CDL is the hood niggas masters.
Yes, that's on God. And I tell everybody that. Like I told you, do that shit. And I tell everybody who do it. You can touch $1 a week. It sound like good money to me.
See, I don't mind driving. See, you know, we went to IUP. That's 5 hours for it. So I don't mind driving back and forth. That was a hike in itself.
It's just a big truck, you know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to get in front of you, everybody trying to pass you. And I know me, I got anger problems and patience and all
See,
that.
I feel like though, you ain't going to get this truck. That little ass car ain't going to get this truck. You try this shit if you want to. You know who going to win this
That's
shit.
real shit, though. That's definitely real
Definitely get that
shit.
shit. I tell everybody.
Yeah, we got a returning guest. He was on Dabble in the Snow episode.
Oh, go check that out. That was a funny episode.
I don't know what numbers, but I know the episode was Dabble in the Snow. He's on another one too.
I was on like 4.
Yeah, he was on a few of them.
Fashion be late.
Yeah, Fashionably Late. Go check that one out.
Shop Talk.
Shop Talk, definitely.
And I forget the other one if it was.
But go ahead, introduce yourself, player. Introduce yourself, man.
My new alias is Jason Bourne. I don't want nobody to know me. I ain't got no social media. I'm not trying to be filmed. Real right. But you can find me on LinkedIn at Mike Bigham, NBA.
Right.
You know, and that's about it.
So you got to make the page. Jason.
Jason.
Jason Bourne.
Can't find me.
I'm still going by the AKA Blue Chew Poppy. That's never going to change, man. Blue Chew changed my life, man. You had Blue Chew before? You heard of it?
Explain to the listeners what Blue Chew is.
Listen, man, Blue Chew is a pill that you take. It's like Viagra, but it's like 10 times better. You get what I'm saying? And you only use it when you want to show off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
When you've been giving a lazy dick for a while,
Listen,
the LD, you pop the Blue Chew.
I said I wasn't going to tell this story, but we on here now. We just was talking about this before we got on air, but I ran out of Blue Chew. You get what I'm saying? I ran out. I was eating them motherfuckers like M&Ms, and I ended up running out. So since I ran out, I've been nutting a little quick. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm not afraid to admit it. Yeah. So as a man,
eat some bananas.
Listen, as a man in a relationship, you know that shit start to mess with your ego and shit. Right. Like, I mean, it start to mess with you. So I figured out.
You won't be wanting to come.
Yo,
hold that. I know.
You can't hold it. You feel me?
Slow.
No, let me just pull out real quick. Hold on. Give me a second.
Start biting and all that.
Let me start eating for a second.
Listen, I've been mad because I've been not early and whatever. So my girl, she wasn't feeling that shit. So this morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put a little battery in my back, put a little extra pep in my step. So I'm gonna redeem myself, and I'm going ham this morning. You feel me? Like I'm going ham. I'm like 20 minutes in. No sign of nothing. I'm going in.
Sweating.
That's a long time.
Listen, I'm doing my thing, right? So I was just getting air for nothing fast the last 2 weeks, and the one time I'm doing my thing, I'm getting rushed and nut. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, hurry up.
They so used to. They so used.
Yo, listen, you know how upset I was so embarrassed. I was distraught. I was confused, befuddled, all that, bro. I didn't understand none of that shit, but it is what it is, though.
See, but it feels good when you bust up there because then you rule the shit.
I got the powers.
You got the power now, yeah.
Well, Texas, I get my back rub. I get my body moving.
You think of them, you tell me, you go cook breakfast.
Listen,
like,
no. I got the power. You know what I'm saying?
Out of that, John, you sick.
No, listen, but it feel good to have the power again, though. It's like, no, you do it. I don't feel like doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like, once you think them down, you got all the power, then they do whatever you say.
Let your nuts hang a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That bitch, you go do that. Fuck you talk about.
But, this
Where you get that from?
Oh, no, BlueChew.com.
BlueChew. How you spell it? What is that? Bleed.
BLUETube.com.
They got a free
free trial joint, bro.
I'm gonna try that joint.
Shit give you
My
lips.
man gonna wanna know about that joint.
Shit gives
Listen,
you girlfriend.
okay, you stand them up.
You stand
That's
with
a secret joint. You feel me? Like you can't.
I can't do the perks no more.
Man,
I can't do them, bro. I used to. I go gummy on them joints now. So then it's like that. The hobby too much. It's like I don't be fucking with it. So I need something that's strictly for sex. You feel me? That's it. Nothing else. But
And it's cool at that.
listen,
Definitely.
you gotta spice it up sometimes.
Listen, you need to see me that link for sure.
Promo code put in 97.5.
We try. Listen, we plug it up. We try and get them to, you know what I mean, sponsor us. But it is what it is.
But let's hop into these topics.
For sure.
You know, been a lot of stuff going around like this past week. We've been taking a lot of losses, losses to the black community.
I think this was the biggest loss in a long time.
Yeah, in a minute.
The long time. For those of you who don't know, the untimely passing of Nipsey Hussle the Great.
Fucking GOAT.
One of the, I won't say the iconic, the GOAT. The GOAT. And he passed, he left us on Sunday. He lost his life due to shooting. A shot to the head and a shot to the torso cost him his life by somebody that he knew. Somebody that he let his guard down around. And I just think it's like a sad situation, man, because he was one of the people that was trying to change the ways of the way black people grow, the way black people think, the way they, the way they carry themselves. You know what I mean? So I think he just was like a staple in our culture. And I'm not gonna sit here and come on this podcast like I was one of the biggest diehard Nipsey Hussle fans. Like people, don't get me wrong, people been trying to put me on Nipsey for like the longest. But
yeah, shout out to Mark.
Yeah, and I was just, I just wasn't on that time at the moment. You feel me? I ain't really understand him. I ain't understand his message. I ain't understand what he was trying to get across. But as I grew to listen to him and I started listening to his interviews and watching different episodes and stuff like that, I grown to find everything he was doing, everything he stood for, everything he thought. So like that's why I feel like this is like, to me, before everybody was running around with it on social media, to me, this loss was like as big.
It's Pop.
It's Pop, definitely.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And I think Dave E said it best. He said I was a kid when Big and Pac died, so I couldn't feel it. I'm an adult now, and this he says I can feel it.
Up, bro. I teared up, bro.
Same.
With my son in the car.
Same,
listen,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Real rap. So
like the backtrack, for those who do not know, like Nipsey is like a rapper from LA. He started off with mixtapes, selling his mixtapes for $100, and Jay-Z actually came and bought 100 of his mixtapes from him. So that's why a lot of people like get inspiration or inspired by doing events and stuff for $100 because that was Nipsey idea. Nipsey started off with that. And break people down to the story. Nipsey Hussle's killer became further enraged when his first shots didn't finish off the rapper. And Nipsey
This new? I ain't heard this.
Oh yeah, this new. So he became enraged when he first shot at Nipsey, he didn't kill him. But Nipsey put his head up and talked back to him. So sources at the scene say that Nipsey's murderer, Eric Holder, which is his name, allegedly shot Nipsey twice, and the rapper fell to the ground. Nipsey raised his head and said something of the effect back, "You shot me, you got me, I'm good," in quotes. Where the Holder, Eric, who had already started to walk away, turned back around and shot him again just to make sure that he was dead.
Then kicked my man in the head.
Bro, he shot him 3 separate times.
He violated him, bro. He violated him.
Bro, and to me, like, the loss is what it was. And not to, regress a little bit, but just who he was and, like, what he represented and entrepreneurship. And he was so intellectually
for sure
savvy.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like my cousin was a big Nipsey fan. My cousin from North Middles was a big Nipsey fan. He used to always try to tell me about it, long story short. And I used to never really rock with him like that. But when he started selling them mixtapes for $100, you feel me? I ain't get it, but I remember Hove bought him and said hashtag new rules and shit like that. Then it dropped on that piff.
Right.
That's when I started listening. And then I ran into him. That's how I ran into him, parallel to me starting my trucking company and then learning about business and the way he was doing and things he was saying. So to me it was like it was beyond rap with him. You know what I'm saying? Because the music ain't really catch on to me. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I fucked with
his
it.
personality, the way he thought, his mindset,
his persona.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like to lose him in that way, it wasn't called for. Cause he like last of the Mohicans who was really like in the mix with a name.
He's
standing next to Wolf. You get what I'm saying? Standing
us.
next to the niggas.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And he right here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's not too many people who was that.
What make it worse to me is that the way they violate. Not only did they like
kicked him in the head, bro.
Super.
It was
like, how much hatred?
Whatever story.
How much hatred was in your heart to do that to that?
You get what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like it is like they never like. They said the stories that I read, the articles I read, they said when the reason why he shot a couple times and ran off and then came back is because he thought somebody was gonna start shooting back.
That's what I heard.
So he ran off, and once he realized they wasn't shooting back, he said, "Oh, they not shooting back." Or I seen him, I'm gonna let off a couple more. He ran off again, thought they was gonna start shooting back this time. He's like, "Oh, they still not shooting back? Oh, let me finish. He's moving still. Let me finish him off." That's when they hit him in the head. And then he kicked him. And then he hopped in the wheel.
Deeper than whatever story I've been hearing. The kick in the head to me don't make sense. That is deeper.
He wanted him dead. He wanted him dead.
And it was all over some jealous, like they say, it was some jealous bullshit because he called him a rat, and then like because he was a rapper trying to get to where Nipsey was at, and I think Charlamagne broke it down the best. He just looked at Nipsey, he was like, "Yo, listen, here's a brother that's from the same hood that I'm from, the same opportunities that I had. He just took a more advantage of what he was given, and he out hustled me. You feel me? And so because he out hustled me, I'm jealous because he feel like if he can do all this, why can't I? So instead of trying to figure out and follow game, he said instead of trying to figure out and follow game about how he got to where he at, I'ma just hate him and take his life. Like, you know what I mean? That was a crazy situation to me. But the internet went crazy over this shit though. Like
all these controversies, all these theories,
conspiracies.
It's crazy, bro. Nowadays you can just make anything make sense.
Right.
Real rap, quick. And niggas not even going to check it.
I think the wildest, which is going
to like how you said from like you referenced Charlamagne, like how he always say the lie is more entertaining than the truth. That's exactly what happened just now.
The truth. The lie is way more entertaining than the truth. And I used to fuck with Charlamagne, but like
I love him too.
When he be on gay jokes,
like even the gay jokes, even the pushing the same agenda, race baiting shit, the black the shit. Like I get, and I
he lost me with the mental health joint. Like he's going too far with the mental health.
And I respect him as my client. You know what I'm saying? Me. You know what I'm saying? But like I really used to listen to the niggas, bro. Like I really used to listen to the Charlamagne, and I really took his opinion, bro. And when that Trump shit start happening, and then you start seeing shit,
he be reaching for that like that controversy in terms of he always puts it black against white. And then he comes
all
up
the time.
He comes up with the mayonnaise.
That.
And
I
too much.
That,
he know what's going to spark controversy. He know what's going to get likes. He know what's going to get. You know what I'm saying? He know what he be doing. That's
you gotta peep because that's what's it right now. Like it's a lot of controversy, a lot of whites against blacks going on right now. That's what's going to get everyone attention right now.
Yeah, but
and that's the way that he gets everyone attention.
But that be on a select few, and that be manipulated in a big way. You get what I'm saying? Because down here, like you know what I'm saying, this shit happened, but they blow that shit up and they make it a reality and they push that shit. So if another nigga get away with another nigga, then they push that shit. So it be on a way where it's a reach, but they really be reaching to start a race war because that's what they want. They don't give a fuck about white, black. This shit is about that. This shit is about that, and this shit is about conquering. Fuck about white, black. That shit is just to keep niggas going. You get what I'm saying? This shit is deeper than that. So when I see certain agendas being pushed and certain shit be happening, it be like, we not seeing what's going on.
All right, one question. All right, well, like going back to this Nipsey situation, do you see a difference where, like, in the black community, you see like Nipsey was considered like one of the icons, or because by the love that he be getting, you would think like he was a big ass icon.
Yeah,
compared to the white community where you have icons, but you don't see the violence, or you don't see them getting shot. Do you see a difference in that?
A big difference, but you gotta think about the community he's doing this in. He feels as though the love should be way stronger than anything that should happen. You get what I'm saying? Right. Of course, if niggas was rich in the suburbs, of course we didn't like worry about us chilling outside our store we just bought and getting shot. Of course.
But like one thing about that, and like he gave back to his hood. If I was rich, if I was rich and I had money, I would like give back to the hood that I came from, but from afar.
You can't
Like, you're
knock
not
him
seeing
out.
me doing too many
He's still
appearances.
front line with
he
it.
was
Yeah.
there, like, you know, often. Like, you're not gonna see me in West Oak Lane.
But imagine how
But
much
I'm
impact
open up,
gave.
you know, I'm open up like resources and stuff for the people there. But I'm not coming. I'm
See,
gonna
that's
come.
where you're gonna be like the overtime. You're gonna oversee everything, but you're gonna have people in place that's gonna take care of that
the
type
day to day
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, I'm not being there every day because like I'm from that area. Like I know what happens. Like you're not like a situation like him. Like you ran into somebody that you know, and they offed you. You not no. Like whenever I come back, I'm having security. We're not even on that type of time.
And the crazy thing is though, they said he usually has security with him, but they say he had got a phone call that one of his homies had just came home from a 20-year bid. And he was like, yo, I just got home. I'm about to go see my family. And they said, Nip was like, well, hold on. Before you go see your family, meet me at the store. I'm going to get you fresh. I'm going to lay you. I'm going to get you right before you go see your family.
We gonna helicopter him to my location.
Yo, so they said, once he found out, he knew boy was about to meet him at the store. His man was about to meet him at the store. He said he didn't call his security. He didn't notify. He just hurried up, hopped in his wheel, and went straight to the store. They said it was like a spirit of the moment type thing. They said, his security, they said his security thought he was in the house. You get what I'm saying? There's another report that I read, like, his brother, Black Sam, shout out to Black Sam, he was the first person on the scene. He was there before the paramedics. They said Black Sam actually got to perform CPR on him. You know what I mean? Before he died, though. Like, they said when Black Sam arrived to the scene, Nipsey still was alive. He was breathing real heavily out of his nose. And he just was talking to him, telling him to stay with him. And then the CPR took him. They said nobody knew he got shot in the back of his head at first because the way he was laying down, he was slumped over. They said, but once the paramedics picked him up, they seen the back of his head. And that's when the whole crowd started screaming because nobody knew he had got shot in his head for him. And that's when a lot of people somewhat like sort of lost hope at that time. They kind of knew it was over though. But like, I remember when the video started circulating, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that video, the video that I seen, I'm gonna remember that video probably for the rest of my life, bro. I regret clicking on that link.
Real rap.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is like scarred in my head. Like, you know what I mean? Because the video I seen, it was a clear enough a version where you see Nipsey actually sliding back on the car and you see him put his hands up like, yo, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You see it. And boy, just still whatever, I don't know what was going through his mind or whatever. Like, it just like.
It just don't make sense.
It don't. Then it's like. You check yourself in at a mental hospital. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh, so that's what they saying, boy?
yeah, he did do it.
That's how they got
him. He checked himself in under his name in a mental facility. So I guess he's trying to play like he's something wrong with him, so he gets self-defense. And now he actually has O.J. Simpson prosecutor Eric Darden as his lawyer.
It's a dying football. If it's a dying football.
Yeah, no, I think they're gonna roof him regardless. And like he's gonna die regardless, bro. If he go to jail, they're gonna have to put him in protective custody because the putting him on general population, he's gonna die.
Even protecting, cause these niggas is gonna get you tripping. He can lock them in L.A.
Yeah.
See, but his thinking is that they gonna put him in a mental hospital.
He ain't gonna know mental shit, nigga. You ain't that mental. I don't wanna hear none of that. Cool
That shit was strategic.
personal.
It was strategic.
It was personal. You kicked that man, bro.
So none of y'all believe any of the rumors going around that it's a conspiracy theory.
Because I was hearing because he got shot in the head, something he got shot in the body 6 times, something like that. That is military.
They try to make everything make sense on social media, but they like, oh, Jesus died at 33, Nipsey was 30. They try to make everything connect.
Or that he was doing the story about the
Dr. Sebi, yeah.
But I look at it, if he was doing a story about Dr. Sebi, why didn't the government take all the Dr. Sebi videos
They still
off of YouTube?
They still on YouTube. You still can go look them up. You can still go buy Dr. Sebi books. So that's why I didn't really agree with the whole narrative of it was.
I feel like the truth is whatever you want it to be. You get what I'm saying? I feel like whatever resonates with you.
Nothing
resonates.
I mean, he having his funeral at the Staples Center. Like if that ain't
real.
If that ain't major, if that don't tell you how iconic this man was, that don't tell you how iconic this man was, how much of a presence he was.
That was a big loss.
It is, man. My only regret was that I didn't give him an air earlier ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad that I just started giving him an air and really started listening to him back in January or back in December.
That's all still.
That's what I think that's why like it hit me more than I expected it to hit me. You feel me? Because it's like I just started really becoming a fan of your music. Like you could pull up tweets under my name saying like I can't really get into Nipsey, and people were sending me different links and different songs of what to listen to. But it's just like that's why it's hitting me the most. But I just want to say, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, and you see that he was big because he gave back to the community. Yeah, that's why he having something at the
first smart store, bro. He had the first smart store in the world, bro.
And then he had what he had like some type of like building he was working with, like with Silicon Valley or something like that.
Oh,
What
the
was
STEM,
that?
the STEM program.
The STEM
The STEM program, right.
And then he was building up a fucking multi-family unit apartment complex for low-income
Bro,
housing.
I think he owned about 6, that plaza where he died, where he grew up, where he hustled at. I think he owned about 6 or 7 properties in that plaza.
He said
He
8.
damn near owned the
I
whole
thought it was
plaza.
8. I thought it was
Maybe,
8.
it may be. Excuse me,
Alright,
if I'm wrong.
so you see that he gave back to community, but since like a situation like this happened, do you think us as individuals, black individuals, should stop giving back to the community because of stuff like this can
No.
happen?
It's hard to say. It's really
No.
hard to judge, in my opinion, though,
You
bro.
can't
It's-
give up on people. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta be
But
strategic.
this situation make it bad, though,
It
because
do
this
make it
was a
bad.
guy that was really living by the code, doing everything right, doing everything he was supposed to.
But you would think that Nipsey would want niggas not to.
Yeah, he said it himself. He said, "Yo, they kill me, y'all better ride."
Y'all better
That's
ride.
what he said. But that's they
I
said
like
they
that.
kill
I
me.
think they made that parallel to the
Yeah,
government.
yeah. They said if they kill me for this Dr. Sebi documentary,
ride.
y'all better ride. That's what he said.
I meant it in a way like even after his death, you would think he would want niggas not to still contribute to the hood and still try
Right.
to help your hood people.
Right.
You can't give up because if you give up, then we gonna crucify ourselves.
Mm.
At some point, we gotta draw the parallel and respect the man, deal with it is, get education from that man, or do your own thing, or just get insight. We gotta stop killing each other, bro.
You're right about that.
What steps do y'all
But-
think we can take for that though? Like, is there any type of workforces or any type of community services or anything that can stop the violence that's going on? Like, not just in Philly, but in the urban communities, period. Like, no matter what city you from. Because that's where a lot of the trauma is coming from, is urban communities.
I mean, like the killing and all that, like that's like a really big conversation when you think about it, like in the grand scheme of things, because it's coming down to like, all right, give you an example, like older people, like the baby bloomers. When they had issues in that day, they didn't go shoot each other. They rumbled. When we rumble, we shake hands and we good.
Right.
So it goes to how the world has changed the dynamic of how households are raised nowadays. Because many of the time you see it's a single mom, and she's raising like a boy. I mean, like, and the dad's kind of like basically exiled away from the family, and he's not there giving the boy like the lessons that he need to know. Like, you got to take your losses sometimes, and sometimes you can't escalate it to that next level. So it's a really big conversation when you think about it.
Right. I mean, it's, to me, like, I don't know what steps we can take far as the community, but I know something got to give, because if it was people like, let's take Meek for example, I'm pretty sure that's going to make him want to fall back a little bit. You get what I'm saying? That's not going to make him want to continue being front line and standing for the purpose and standing for the cause, because it's like, you said, like, you can see the pain through people posting and whoever from the situation. This shit really affected everybody though. Like, it's like, even if you didn't know that,
People
like,
be like, that wasn't even my family, but that shit hurt. Like, he was family.
Shit feel like my cousin died.
Right.
Son, bro. I feel like I
Bro,
lost my
bro, I
cousin,
just cannot stop. Like, I can't even, when I get in the wheel, I can't play nothing but him.
But Nipsey, that's
I
it.
just can't, and I'm on the gram, and I don't even be on the gram like that. I'm on the gram, I'm just looking,
Bro,
like, this shit is bad.
it's like I don't understand. It's crazy how it's still mind blowing to me how much this is affecting me though. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, well, tying into that topic, I'm gonna switch topics and talk about Kodak Black.
oh man,
Any boy.
Yeah.
oh man,
Any
I
Hold on, what's
me.
he? When did you?
I used to fuck with you, Kodak, man.
Me too.
I used to fuck with Kodak.
You said you
bro.
fucked the Dyke Jones just because she got a pussy?
He was definitely trying.
I
to beat younger men.
We talked about that.
He was trying to beat younger men. He definitely was trying to give her a workout.
I definitely get it. It's
That was a funny ass
It was
line.
funny. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like that he toyed with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the it is what it is. But
It's just lyrics. That's all it is.
I'm glad he toyed that day. I liked it.
He basically say he ain't got no bar. I'll take anything down. Like,
I think to me Kodak is an entertaining type
Yeah,
of dude.
it
You know
was
what I'm
funny.
saying?
It
Like,
was
and then
really
it's like
funny.
he's one of the people that's young, and he's like, there's no filter with him.
Yeah,
he's gonna say whatever's on his mind, and I think that's what fucked him up with the whole
It's
comments he
all
made
fine.
about Nipsey Hussle and
It's
Lauren
crazy.
London. Like, I think like it
What'd
was
he
just
say?
he
All
basically.
right, yeah. Well, the backtrack on the whole conversation with Kodak Black and all that, what happened? The rapper sparked a controversy over the weekend after posting on Instagram Live video Saturday in which he flirted with the actress and model less than a week after her longtime boyfriend was gunned down, describing London as a whole widow out here, in quotes. Lauren London, a baby, tough. She about to be out here single.
She said she's single now.
Like,
She's single now.
As hustle music plays in the background, I'll be the best man I can be for her. I'll give her the whole year. She might need a whole year to be crying. And I ain't trying to shoot my shot at her. I'm saying, listen, she can do 2 or 3 years. I'll try to be like the friend if you need to holler or a shoulder to lean on. She can call my line.
Hey, you ever hear the movie? You ever watched the movie Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
When he was like, morning pussy's the best pussy.
They do be the most vulnerable, but that just wasn't the right time, though, bro.
Right-handed, though.
That was terrible timing, though, bro. Like I feel like
See, I think we're in an era now where everyone seeks attention. To where you say the most, you say something that's going to get everyone's attention, something that's out of the norm.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna take advantage of the situation. Nipsey Hussle just died. All right. Well, I'm gonna think of something that I can say that's going to grab everybody's attention. Right. Since it's about Nipsey and it's about Lauren, all right, I'm gonna come at Lauren. I know that's what's going to get everybody's attention. That's what's going to get me the most publicity right now. Next thing you know, he fuck around and come out with an album or something next week. Just because of this shit.
But I think that's definitely a possibility. But I don't think Kodak that type of nigga. I think he just a reckless young wild nigga. That's all it is.
It was in no thought process about making publicity.
But somebody in his circle should say that.
It was a half-ass apology. It was a half-ass apology. He said, "I apologize, but I ain't wrong though." Like you know what I'm saying?
I watched his Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah.
I legit think he's like
there's something wrong with him for sure.
He can't even complete like a sentence. Like he was in there. How you interview with a ski mask on?
You know what's
and you mumbling like
nigga's smart.
He might be really smart.
Really
like
smart.
He said in the song, he said he play off dumb.
Yeah, he really
do that on purpose to see.
So you don't think he doing this for attention?
It could be him, but you could be right. I say
it could be that, and it could be just him.
Yeah,
but I don't think that worked in his favor at all.
Like
they took him off of California radio station.
The result of that conversation, a lot of radio stations in California, they're not playing.
They're not doing that.
A lot of venues are not playing his music.
Niggas is hurt.
That's like we ain't talking about Oklahoma. We ain't talking about Albuquerque. We talking about California. That's a big coastal. That's a big market to lose. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a big market to lose.
And you think? I mean, like that's a bad drum football. That wasn't good for you.
T.I. let his Philly come out on him in his video. T.I. was like, "You out of pocket, nigga." He said, "Nigga, you out of pocket." He said, "Fix it, nigga, expeditiously." You know what I mean? But
don't be surprised if he come out with an album or something like.
Who gonna buy it? Because I unfollowed him soon.
I think that was just terrible timing. It was ignorant to the fact like.
It was over for
Nipsey passed away. He passed away Sunday. You feel me? Then it's like
them goofy niggas over there.
2 days later, you trying to shoot at his queen. Like that's come on, bro. You gotta be.
Because remember, he did like a little video and said she a widow now. I can't remember. He put out like a little.
Yeah, he was on live.
It was something, but then I guess this second one really got niggas mad. But he said some little funny, slick shit the first time, like, "Oh, she a widow now." Like he said something, but they ain't really catch the attention.
He always says
I guess this video, the second video got him. It's a bad drum for both.
Something wrong with Kodak, man.
Yeah, it's a bad drum for both.
So we could close this segment out with saying, R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle, prayers out to his family.
R.I.P.
You know what I mean? Most importantly, if you're not a fan of Nipsey Hussle, if you just becoming a fan of Nipsey Hussle, that's fine. Make sure y'all go stream all his music because he was one of the only artists that just mastered everything he put out. So every time you stream it, every time you play his music, his family is the beneficiaries of all that. So yeah, just make sure y'all do it like whatever y'all can. Just keep playing his music, keep streaming him, and keep his name alive though. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
All right, before we jump into the next segment, we got another special guest in the building. So you
want to get?
Don't you over there just sitting all quiet. He's coming, state your name.
Right?
He's like, I'm cool, I'm observing.
I'm macking. Don't get me into this.
He's looking like, oh.
I don't want to get into none of that. Somebody be mad.
But one of the
that's my man.
Another popular situation that had the internet going crazy was the Cardi B situation. Whereas though it was a video that surfaced about 3 years ago. She went on Instagram Live and she was talking about how she would purposely drug men and lure them back to a hotel and make them think that she was going to have sex with them just to rob them. You know what I mean? So that was one of the things that she said coming out of her mouth. And then she also, another video surfaced where she said that, ladies, if your man cheating on you, you don't always gotta cheat back. She said drug him up and make him think like you about to have a threesome and bring a tranny in.
Oh, pause.
Yeah, she said she said she did that. She said she
did that.
Yeah, she said she drugged the bull up and brung a tranny and made it sound like she having a threesome, and then told him later he was fucking the tranny.
R.I.P. the bull though.
Never. I'm gonna be that fucked up where
Bro.
like I'm getting fucked or something.
Bro, that shit was all over the internet the last couple of weeks. So
dead.
I brung this up because I want to know what's your thoughts and like, what do y'all think is going to happen? Like nothing has happened yet, but I want to.
Nothing gonna happen.
Well, like, how do y'all feel
What's
about
going
this? How do y'all feel about the situation?
Nothing's gonna happen. That shit gonna get swept under the rug, and it's gonna make some men feel some type of way because
I think all men.
I think all men should
because if we do that shit,
Yeah,
it's
we
over. They
jail.
putting us under the prison.
We done.
We
And she
guilty
admitted to
until
it.
proven innocent,
But think
right?
about the narrative being pushed. Who is winning in this world?
We taking a lot of L's right now.
Women, pardon my French, I'm born in '88, and homosexuals. That's who's winning in this world, and that's the reality of it. You got me? Why the fuck I can see somebody get his head blown the fuck off and on YouTube or fucking Instagram, but if I type in this nigga's a FAG,
Right.
or they can block me
Right.
or flag
They
me,
can delete your shit.
delete my shit.
Right.
Because
That's the
they, like, in terms of like a business perspective, women in like the gay community are more profitable than heterosexual men. I mean, they the ones who mainly are doing the shopping. They the ones who buying shit. So we can appeal to them, and then they outnumber the men too. Like when you really think about it. So
But I just say
why not
everybody-
push that agenda?
I just feel like everybody should be equal shit and shit. It gotta be due process. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was some R. Kelly shit, like how everybody about this, even though he gotta go to jail, but it's over. You know what I'm saying? Look who they crucifying. They crucifying men.
Me Too fucked everybody up.
Men, bro.
Yeah.
Period. I don't give
And of course, there's men were losing compared to women. I just wanted to bring this up to you guys. All right, like the Bill Cosby situation. All right, just to break down Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was accused of drugging white women 30 years ago. Black people dropped his ass like a hot potato. Thousands of memes to destroy his image and legacy.
Yeah.
Black women demanded that he goes to prison and die. Hashtag me too.
Right.
All right, now to break down the Cardi situation. Cardi B admits to being a sex worker who lured men with sex to drug and rob them to finance her career. Receives thousands of messages from black people defending her actions. She did what she had to do, and it was her past. Brags that she isn't going anywhere after confessing drugging men. So she confessed, and nothing's going to happen to her.
Right.
Bill Cosby was accused, and what? He's still in prison right now.
Shit that happened
Sure.
in the 80s.
Right,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
A couple decades ago, I mean, 3
And she
decades ago.
confessed, and nothing's going to happen to her. And everything is happening to Bill Cosby. It's crazy how us as men get just bad lighting on us compared to women. How they can really get away with a whole bunch of stuff that
I feel
we
like
can't.
men, especially black men, like in this generation coming, I feel we always gonna get the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way the world is turning, it ain't built for us to succeed out here. It's kind of almost like you gotta take it. Whatever you want, you gotta take it. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing gonna be handed to you, ain't nothing gonna be given to you. I feel like they're going out of their way to try to eliminate any way a black man can succeed. That's just my personal opinions and how I feel about it. I just feel like anything that's going the way everything is going on in this era is all to eliminate the presence of a black man.
But then you gotta start from the top because you can't get the surface level answer. So you gotta figure out who funds these Me Too movement, who funds these Black Lives movement, who's the power behind these people, who is organizing all these events, who's getting all these people together. And then when you follow that train leads you to another train.
Right.
That train leads you to another train. And at the top of that train, and at the top of that shit, you start seeing like, oh, this is deeper than what it is. You start understanding the agenda that's being pushed, the constitutional rights that's being taken away, the martial law they trying to put on people, the RFID chip that they trying to put in people, the controlling of people to take away niggas' civil rights, no matter what the topic is.
Hold up. I'm glad that you said the chip. You think that's gonna go through?
They got it in dogs. They got it in dogs, don't they?
So you think it's gonna go through with
Bro,
humans?
you can put that shit in your
You
kids.
can put that shit in your kid and ask my man.
You can put that
I was
shit in
talking
your
about
kids, bro.
RFID chips in 2008. Was I, Martle?
Yeah.
RFID chips, New World Order, One World Government. I was into this shit when niggas was like chemtrails, Bilderberg, George Soros, Henry Kissinger's, the Rockefellers, the Blue Bloods, the 1%. That's who we gotta pay attention to. Fuck the narrative.
Yeah, they selling fear.
Fuck the narrative. The narrative just keep you going. Because if I can print money every day, if you be like, yo, Samahd, I need $100, I give you $100. Yo, Samahd, I need $100, give you $100 every time, right? What I do? I can control you. I can control you no matter what goes on. So when you understand that, and then you start pulling layers back, fuck what the topic is about outside of what we really just lost. But you got to see narratives that's being pushed. And narratives that being pushed is a one world government. Look what's happening in Venezuela. Look what's happening over there in the European Union with the Yellow Jackets and marching against Brexit. Right. Are we not paying attention to what's really, really going on?
And it's crazy how like they push that agenda not only to like the grown-ups, they push it down to the kids.
Everywhere.
Like my daughter, and I banned her from watching this one cartoon that she likes. It's called The Loud House. And I banned her because she can't watch it in my house no more because it's like they're pushing like the gay agenda. It's like a whole different extreme. So basically, one of the characters got 2 dads, and I'm not cool with her watching that shit. I'm just being honest. And then the main character got 11 sisters. So basically, he's dominated by women all day, and his best friend got 2 dads. No, fuck that. You're not watching it. Like, I'm just being real with you. You pushing this idea on my kid.
And then you make niggas feel away if a nigga be like, no, that's gay, my nigga.
Right. You gotta watch what you say.
You gotta watch what you say.
Because you would be canceled. You would get all types of shit.
So who is pushing that? What is the problem? What is the agenda? What the fuck is going on?
So what do y'all think what steps do y'all think we take to fix it though? Like,
business. That's the only answer. I used to argue with my nigga about this shit since 2008. I can tell you about every form of government, who run what is what. My man used to always ask me the same question. How do we fix it?
The thing is, it's going to take a really good plan. Because like the great philosopher J. Cole once said, he said, rich white men rule the nation. We don't know who they are, but they moving the pieces behind the scenes, and we don't even know who they are, right?
I know they are. I just said them.
They probably planned this shit out like 15 years ago, so we gotta catch up in way longer than that. I'm just giving you the number. Like they planned this shit out years ago.
Since forefathers, since they conquered this nation.
So we gotta figure out how to reverse that.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we can reverse it. And the only way to fix it, only way to fix what's happening is business, because that's something, because money is just current, and money is just currency, and money has no value. You get what I'm saying? So how can we value a dollar bill if it has no value? When y'all took the gold standard off the dollar bill, what was it, 1971, when Nixon took the gold standard off the bill, we lost value on the dollar bill. So money is just a text. The only thing that gives money value is the simple fact that it's backed by oil, and oil and that Federal Reserve owns it. The whole reason for the Federal Reserve was so we don't have a Great Depression like that what happened back in the day. So they told everybody, look, to save the country, bring in all your gold, bring in everything. We're going to introduce this Federal Reserve Act, and that took our wealth and everything from us, and they made bankers run the world. Bankers, not government, bankers. IRS is no federal than Federal Express. That is bankers. So since we live in a capitalist society and the IRS physically can't buy property, they want property to be bought. They want business to be formed. Because no matter what go on, if a motherfucker getting money in Texas, I'm getting money in Texas. It's not going to come in a form of working for somebody. The only way to fix this problem, and I studied this shit for a long time, bro. It's businesses, employing yourself, LLCing, learning about assets, liabilities, these things. That's the only answer.
Like corporate interest is a real influencer, and people don't even think about it. Like
it's the only answer.
Yeah, I like that. So in that case, what do y'all think about white privilege? Like, if that been a...
I'm up here right there, my man.
The last time we almost
Rick,
bounced
cut
back,
his mic off for me, Rick?
you know what they did to us last time we almost bounced back? They blew the whole motherfucking block up.
Yeah.
You know, with the Oklahoma City bombing, that's when the blacks was coming back. We had the whole block, we had the banks, we had everything. They seen niggas prospering, blew them niggas up, literally, like with bombs, out. Ever since then, right back downhill. There's no coming back until we do it again. Then you got to do it again and live. You got to do it again and have your kids be able to see you do it so they can do it.
Yeah.
They're not teaching your children none of this shit you need to know.
They're not teaching them about assets. They're not teaching
them about. As soon as you come out the womb, go get a job. That's it. They're going to work for somebody else.
You got to work for the next
That's
time.
it.
Think about it. Because think about it. If they taught business to everybody, who would work?
Nobody. Everybody be bosses.
So
Everybody had their own corporation.
So who's going to work? So they got to push that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, bro. At the end of the day, I look at it like this. If you work with taxes, if you work for somebody, right now, if you make under $89,000 a year, it's maybe low. I can check this book to fact check it. You get taxed at 22%. 22%.
I'm getting like 22%.
If you make over 89, if you can stay 89. Now, the most they can tax you on earned income is 39%. Am I right? That's earned income. Meaning, like, before you can make, and you gotta make over $200,000 a year. That means before you spend your fucking money, the government is taking 39%. IRS is taking 39% of your fucking money.
Earned income is like when you physically have to go in and work. That's
right. If these basketball players ain't LLCs or business, they work for a job. That's a job. Football players, that's a job. Accountants, that's a job. Lawyers, that's a job. Most people be sole proprietors and shit like that, but most people don't. Smart people start LLCs and firms and shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. So you making $200,000 a year. You're getting taxed at 39% of your money.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
That's 700. That's almost what 77,000. The IRS take before you even pull it out and start spending.
I think like the new tax bill, it lowered from 39, but it's still in the 30s.
It's still in the 30s.
That's the reason why, like for people who don't know, like a lot of like people that have money or like companies that are really big and have a lot of money, a lot of times they put their money in foreign bank accounts.
Swiss bank accounts.
They do that because in America, it's like, it's messed up, but it's like, you know, the rules is kind of messed up because it's like, we want to tax you this amount, and then also, if you just want to sit your money in the bank account, they will tax that money if you don't use it. As like you're messing up the money cycle. It's like, I forget what it's called, but like they'll.
What you mean? I'm confused.
So say like if you had millions and millions of dollars just sitting in the bank and in your checking account for 2 years and you ain't touch it, they'll tax it just because.
Well, he deserved it.
They'll tax it just because, and it's like, damn, like that's my money that I saved up. But so basically, you have to put your money in some type of investment.
All right. So off topic with you being an accountant in the room, right? So what is the ideal thing to do with your money? Because like how I was taught never keep all your money in like one place. So I got 3 bank accounts right now. You feel me? And I got money in all different types of bank accounts. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I don't never want to be put. I was taught never be put in a position where you relying on one institution to receive your funds because anything can go left in one given day. So it's like I got accounts where I don't even touch them. Like they got to give you debit cards when you sign up for them. When I get debit cards for certain accounts, I cut them up. You get what I'm saying? Because I only want to use them for saving money. I don't want to touch the money from it.
It really depends what type of money you got. You know, like if you got a lot of money, you got to do some type of sophisticated financial, you know, like type of way to handle your money. Whereas though you got regular like working wages, you making like 50 grand a year, maybe 2 bank accounts at the max. You know, it all depends on where you at. You know, and everybody's different. So
And shout out to the listeners. When I was saying that, I don't make a lot of money. Don't come for me. Listen. You'll be very disappointed if you want to.
One of my recommendations to like regular working people who get paid like every 2 weeks or whatever. Like one of my recommendations to them is to get a credit card. And put your expenses on a credit card and don't spend your paycheck. Because when you think about it, you get
from
like,
an industry that's willing to give you money. So what you do is exactly what you just said.
So all of your expenses for March, you don't gotta pay to the end of April.
Right.
So between March 1st and the end of April, you probably get paid 3 to 4 times. So if you don't spend the cash in your checking account, you got that to just pay off your credit card bill in one. So you keep doing that, you build your credit, and then at the same time, you're saving cash in your account, which helps your cash flow. So in the event that that little thing happened to where, oh damn, I gotta get you know, I gotta get some brakes or whatever, I gotta get this little thing to happen up, I can use the cash, I can just still have enough money to pay the credit card off. And then you build your credit card up. And then the thing about people fail to realize is about credit cards is once you keep paying it off and you build that rapport with your
Raise
credit
your
card
score.
company, you raise your score, but then also you build the relationship that you have with your credit card company.
Get a higher limit.
So you get a higher, your limit keep
Now-
increasing,
now-
so now you can just keep,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? You can
But-
save all your money up.
But then, right, now say you get up to all this money, say you save up money, they willing to give you a credit card for 20, 30,000. We got to turn it off. Oh yeah, 4 minutes. So say if we do that, so what are we gonna do with that money? We just gonna have $24,000 that we just gonna keep building up. Like, let me tell you this before we end it, cause I see it's almost time. It's only 4 things to go.
We got a lot of time. How much time we got left?
How much time?
10. All right, cool.
So let me tell you this thing fast. This is facts. It's only 4 things the government wants you to do to be wealthy, and this is it. Only thing you gotta do is start a business. Politicking is usually. Is this an LLC?
Not yet.
Get an LLC.
Right.
How much money you spending on this shit?
A lot.
400.
A lot.
400.
21 Savage.
You know. how long you had this joint running? Probably like
This is we're going on our second year.
second
right?
year.
Yeah.
You can write off when you form an LLC, an entertainment company, or politics, whatever this joint is.
Yeah.
You can write all your expenses off. Up to 3 years. So all that money you
To
spend
net against your gross income.
to net against your gross income, meaning pre-tax dollars, meaning like say you make 50,000 in a year off this joint, right?
Right.
But in the last 3 years you spent 10,000 to do whatever, but you ain't had your LLC. You can write off $10,000 against that $50,000. You get what I'm saying? To take that away, but he took it all the way left. I ain't gonna go that way with it. Get an LLC for this joint because then everything you doing can become a write-off until you start receiving a check from somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
whenever you gotta have somebody coming in your business account. You get what I'm saying? Like even though you might put money in, you can do that. Do your business paid off, boom, boom, boom. But at some point in time, somebody gotta put money in.
Yeah, because I was doing research. I was trying to figure out which way should I do it because I don't know how you go about doing an LLC with a podcast. I know a lot of people do different LLCs when it comes to different companies or different marketing situations. But I never heard of people having an LLC with a podcast. So it's things that I've been researching.
This
I've
is
been reading.
entertainment coming, right?
Right.
You pay money to do shit, right?
Yeah.
You gotta put gas in your car to drive here, right?
Pay tolls, all that.
You gotta do all that, right?
Yeah.
You spending money, right?
This is a conversation I can have with you off the record.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can turn this into, and this shit can be whatever. What if you gotta go out to the club and you might want to go out to the club and you might get somebody that got a little name and y'all whatever, y'all like club, that's a write-off. Then you got entertainment.
It's crazy. I just was in fucking Jimmy Jazz. What's the boy name from Philly? Rico
entertainment,
Savage.
right?
I just seen him in the joint too, and
Same.
I was just talking to him about the podcast. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right?
Mm.
The government wants you to do 4 things. Start businesses, invest into property, multi-family unit houses for low-income and middle-class people, invest into motherfucking commodities, which is motherfucking oil, gas in the United States, like drilling oils, right? Invest into those, and invest into agriculture, which is farming.
Right.
You do those 4 things, and you continue to drive, and you continue whatever you're doing, business, whatever you're doing. That's the only way you're gonna see wealth. You're never gonna see wealth working for somebody, and that's the answer to everything.
But like also working for somebody and
Jules.
seeing
A lot of
wealth,
Jews this episode.
it's a slippery slope with it because like in my industry, and this may not be for every industry, like I'm an accountant, so like I've seen personally accountants work at a firm and then leave that firm, start their own firm and take the clients with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they built their business and their wealth through somebody else. So it's ways to do it, but you just gotta be real savvy about
You
it.
just don't stop. You get what I'm saying? Because with this you're an entertainment company. This is an entertainment podcast. All that is entertainment. All that can be marketing. Everything you do, you can start now. You can start receiving check. What if you gotta fly somewhere and somebody want to talk with it? That's what fuck right niggas up and
Mileage.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you after we out.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure something out.
You know what I'm saying?
We definitely gotta figure something out. We got a couple minutes left, so this
All
was
right.
one of the topics that I really wanted to touch on. Both of you guys deal with or have dealt with white women, right?
Right.
So I wanted to know what's the difference y'all notice between black culture and white culture.
Caring,
Family.
family.
Oh, you got white women too?
She's Spanish and
She's
white.
Spanish.
But
Okay.
they different, man. They come from a different world.
Spanish, like
All
My
together.
in general, got a
I feel
big
crazy,
emphasis.
though.
They got a big.
But I mean, her pop was the white one, so you know whoever your dad is what your dominant. So she white. But they families is totally different. Like the shit they care about as opposed to what we care about is
Because
different.
they put a real big emphasis on family structure, more than you would like think about. Like, you know,
I've never
sometimes
seen
it's like,
somebody
damn.
get so excited for holidays,
Right.
like coming up.
Right. I mean,
All I think
every
about is
holiday.
dinner, but no, they decorations, all that fly shit, that shit
Yeah.
is serious.
No, all that, and that's the difference. It's caring. You know, when we come up from trenches, we get thrown out there.
Yeah.
When you turn 16, my mom was in my pocket, so I was be able to work. You gotta pay a couple dollars.
Got chip in.
You gotta chip in. You know, and we taught that early. We taught a savage way to take early. You get what I'm saying? And then the difference of dealing with that, what dealing with my wife is, it was like, what? It was like, what niggas is really doing that? What?
Speaking of like the difference, because is your girlfriend Caucasian?
Yes.
All right. So speaking of the difference, this is actually a conversation I had with my girlfriend, who's also Caucasian, and we was having a conversation, and I was telling her how like my dad had a rule in the house where I was allowed to bring girls through the basement door and smash them. It was fair game. And I grew up in a male-dominated home. She grew up in a female-dominated home, so she didn't understand why that rule was in play. And then we got into also the conversation of, I told her basically you can't raise a boy and a girl the same way, and she totally disagreed. Like, how do all y'all feel about that?
No, you want to speak first?
I mean,
And
yeah,
then,
'cause if it's the boy, like, yeah, you can smash as many girls you want to.
I think it gotta be some type of. I think it gotta be some type of double standard.
morals on anything.
Oh, I got another question. Would y'all let your son have that rule in play?
Yeah.
Listen,
I feel like
Facts.
but if your mom catch you, I don't know what you was doing, fam. If your mom catch you, the fuck was you doing, bro? I'm snapping just like her. Like, yo, you tripping. But when she leave, like, was it good?
all right, but I feel like with me, and I got a daughter and a son, and my daughter, I feel like I don't want her to be sneaky.
Yeah, right. Be 100 with
Be
me.
honest
Keep
with
it
me.
big.
So I'm gonna treat you just
Right.
like I treat your brother, but I want our trust to be able, you know.
Right. I want.
And I
That's how I look
when
at
I
it.
go to have a son, I got a daughter right now. My
Yeah.
daughter 3. So when I do have a son, hopefully I got the weak swimmers. I don't know. I might be shooting out all girls. I don't know. But when I do finally have a son, is though like I don't, like you said, I don't want to treat them different at all. Though I want to give them the same type of freedom, but it's like you got to have some type of boundaries with your daughter, just because you know how crazy the world is, you know how crazy society is. I feel like you got to protect both of them though, because I feel like it's harder raising a male in this environment than it is raising a woman. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like it's a thin line you try
Raising
not
a
to
male
cross.
and a woman?
But all right, I got a
definitely.
question.
Nah,
I got a question.
Nah, I totally disagree.
Definitely, bro. I think it's
totally
hard.
disagree.
I can push your opinions. Go ahead.
it was crazy because like she was like, "How would you feel?" Because I already got a daughter. She said, "How would you feel with your daughter?" I was like, "Fuck no."
Yeah,
But I'm
I'm
be real with you though. Like I had 4 older sisters. The closest to me in age is like 12 years apart. So basically, they were grown ups by the time I was a kid. So I watched my dad. He was super strict on them, and I watched him sneak around and do shit.
Yeah.
So I said, "I'm be honest with you. If my daughter had a boyfriend that she was with for a while, I'm cool with them hanging out in the house, and they can go down to the basement by themselves because I'd rather them do that in my house than her sneak around and do it."
bro.
Because it's the inevitable.
It is the inevitable.
It's the inevitable. So
I want to play with my daughter here. I want to act like I don't care, but I care. But I want her to respect the fact, like, nah, my pop ain't off that shit.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
want to be like, oh no, my dad.
No, you know what I'm saying?
He's
I don't
popped
want
cool.
that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that.
She in the basement getting popping.
I know it's going to happen.
can't see it on the
I just want my daughter to respect
Bro, I gotta
herself.
be like
Like, my
this.
sisters used to-
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have it like,
I just
alright,
want
you
my-
can come over, bro, but no.
I want my daughter.
I don't, my
They
pops
gonna
don't
do it
play that
anyway.
shit.
Yeah, right.
In this joint.
Yeah, man.
If you got your jaws down, pop them down here, you likely to leave with a vagina, bro. You gotta have your kid be able to respect themselves at the same time as your house.
That's
Like,
what I mean,
you
and that's
could-
what I want. I want my daughter to respect herself first, so she
Definitely.
just know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that dad. Like, no, you can't do that.
Too strict, 'cause
I don't want to do
You
that.
can't be that way.
The
I
more
don't
of
wanna
a
do
leash
that.
you put on the kids, the more will they try to go against you and try
Like
to
I
figure
said,
out.
I
You know what I
had
mean?
4 older sisters. They used to do this most sneakiest shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go stay the night with my best friend's house. I'm gonna take Mike with me. And they basically give me a ton of candy from the Poppy store and a fucking Sega and sit me down all day and go out.
Right,
and
while
be
they
with
do
their
their
boyfriends.
own thing.
While they do it. So I was like, I might as well just let you allow you to have relationships.
80.
You know what I want to? Cause we ain't get to Trump. We ain't get
We got no time?
You
Does somebody have
pay
those?
per minute.
I
in
chip
this
in the
joint?
dub.
somebody. All right,
Oh, somebody have those. All right, yeah.
We gonna
Now we gonna have a part 2 very soon though, very soon. But go ahead, finish what you're saying. We got 2 minutes
But
left.
I don't know what I was saying. Y'all can have the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, Y'all, first of all, y'all guys enjoy yourselves. I mean, we didn't even get to the whole thing.
We got the vibe and
Bro, I had a feeling it was gonna be like that. We got a bunch of more
You should have
topics.
told me, bro. I would have been like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't know. You gotta do that 48 hours in advance with that Wildfire Studio shot. Yeah, when we had the part 2, we can set it up for a 2-hour jump. We can definitely go in though, but
if we could wait, I'll chip in.
No, he said somebody
afterwards.
After them motherfuckers.
Oh, he talking about
they shit ain't gonna be like ours. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm with the shit.
Listen, we can talk out on air and see what's going on. We can definitely figure something out. I ain't got shit to do either.
The liquor store not far. I know my way around here.
But until we get this figured out, I want to say thank you guys for coming out. I want you guys to give out your social medias, let people know if y'all want to give out your social medias, let people know where they can find y'all. And, you know, if they don't agree with something y'all said on this episode, let them know where they can air y'all out at.
You can air me out on politics and shit. I read the comments. I see what's going on. I mean, I don't got social media.
Hit my man up on LinkedIn.
I took the red pill. Y'all took the blue pill. That's all I say.
Shout out to the Blue Chew, man.
Shout out to my guy Fats, man.
Hey, I want
a good vibe.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man.
For real.
Definitely appreciate y'all for coming through. This was episode 65.
And I'm gonna keep it real. What's your name again, bro? What's your name again?
My joint underscore cool runnings underscore.
There you go, yeah.
I ain't say nothing. I just got here.
Yeah, man.
I'm coming back though. I got some shit to talk about.
Well, we definitely gonna have a part 2. I fuck with the vibe and the energy. Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Oh yeah, I fuck with it. You had a lot to talk.
Yeah,
I was listening. Yeah.
And you live 15 minutes away from here, bro. So you can pull up anytime, bro. Like anytime.
When just let me know, bro.
We record every Sunday 2 o'clock, bro. Every Sunday 2 o'clock.
We here next Sunday 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
We figure something out. We can figure something out though, man. But
shout out to Blue Chew.
Yeah. He wasn't here for the Blue Chew conversation. We gonna
Blue
talk
Chew
about
is real.
That,
you ever see Popeye taking spinach?
That's what Blue Chew is.
That's what
Blue Chew is. Times 10.
Times 10.
Times 10.
Is it organic?
Super safe.
It's organic.
It's the same ingredients that's in Viagra and Cialis. Same ingredients, bro.
Oh, I'm talking about that type.
Yeah. Put that battery in your back. That battery in your back.
All you need is a clean body and a clear mind. You can do whatever you want.
Hold up, my trick is to turn the TV on and watch it. I'm just telling y'all.
Word.
Your dentist.
You very pop.
I stare at the wall, think about baseball.
No, turn the TV on. It's gonna work. Listen. I tell y'all.
Think about baseball.
TV ain't gonna work either. I get too in depth in that shit.
I start thinking about baseball. Like,
put that Infinity Wars on and watch Thanos fuck niggas up.
Get in your bag. Hey, man, it's episode 65, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Pop Ticket as usual on YouTube. YouTube video will be up Monday. Fast 215.
Cheer, this your boy Buck Cheer.
And we out, man. Thanks for listening. Damn, yo, that shit was my fastest shit.
You're right.
Yeah. No, we should go Nipsey for like half an hour.
I knew it was gonna get like that.
Yo, y'all niggas got emotional over Nipsey, yo. I was getting emotional. I was trying to tap I'm gonna tap you. It's not my show, so
yeah,
let me just let this show rock.
If I knew it was gonna be that, I would have fucking like, y'all knew like that. I would have paid. I would have gave you like some. Come on.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Politicking as usual on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Get them views up, get them subscriptions up, man. We out here.
Entrepreneurship. That's the only fucking answers.
Cheer, you on the camera, say something, dog. You been humble pie lately. What's going on? Because I'm not editing nothing. All this shit is going up. And I'm zooming in. What's up? Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I ain't got really talk about I'm humble now.
Oh, Jewels, bust down, shit shimmering. You feel?